Peace, family. How are you doing today? Ah, another day, another day. I'm tired. I've been up late last night, so my eyes might be a little bit red. Don't worry. I was reading. Oh, and speak about reading. Shout out to Foster. Nice book, bro. Foster eBay. Look at this guy right here. Look. Yeah, bro. Good book. Okay. So, for those who know Foster eBay, if you haven't gotten this book, The Human Energy Map, check it out. It has good stuff. It has affirmations, has stuff about chakras. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm almost done reading it too. I'm not done yet. I've been away for a while, folks. So let's start out by saying YouTube is on some different stuff, man. Cause they banned me from posting or going live for for a couple weeks, right? For some videos that I posted months ago. They deleted the videos also, so it's not on my channel anymore. And so, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been on YouTube. Because they blocked me for a couple weeks. And then after the weeks were up, I was like, you know what? Let me switch up my tactics a little bit, because first I was trying to use Genjutsu. Now I gotta use Taijutsu and Ninjutsu. Now it's close hand combat. So while I wasn't on YouTube, I actually dated. Yeah. Yeah. While I wasn't on YouTube, I was speaking to, different people, trying to help them to heal. And in doing so, I'm healing myself, believe it or not. So I was mostly on the phone talking to, so I was still doing stuff. It's not like, because I'm not on YouTube, I'm not on my purpose. I'm always on my purpose somewhere, somehow. And speaking about blacking, shout out to Young Pharaoh. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. It's messed up. Yeah. I'm inside the house today because it's raining. So I'm inside the house. And it's crazy. What I gotta say about that situation, and it's not only him, there's other content creators that YouTube decided that they want to mess with, right? And so this is the thing, folks. This is the thing. We all know who or what entity created these channels. Talking about YouTube, Facebook, what else? Instagram, Twitter, all these channels and stuff. We know who created these, and we get mad when we see certain things, but at the same time, they wouldn't create these channels if it wasn't an agenda. You understand? So they're fulfilling their agendas. Think about it like that. Because I could be there telling people the truth about, their own health and stuff like that. And I get banned. Same thing with Young Pharaoh, same thing with other good content creators. They get banned, right? Some deleted completely. And meanwhile, on the other hand, the devil is getting a lap dance. Yo, I'm not even gonna go down that road, And speaking about that, this is just an introduction. I want to do another video later speaking about some other stuff about casting spells. While I was away, I was doing some research and other stuff, among reading, because I need to read more. So I started picking up that habit again. And not only books, you could research, go on the internet, you know. So I want to do another video later today about casting spells. And when I say casting spells, shout out to Papa Duck, PAPADUCK, separate words, not one word. Go to his YouTube channel, and I guarantee you the last 10 videos you watch, right? And it's not only that, I'm just saying, you just watch from the last 15 to the last 10, and you'll learn so much things on that guy's channel. And what he's saying is the truth. What he's saying is the truth. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of information I like hearing. That's the kind of information that, I like to put out also. You know what I mean? So go check him out. Shout out to Papa Duck. I'm subscribed to many people actually. Most people don't even know that I'm watching them. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, sometimes entertainment purposes, and sometimes they're really saying things that you learn from. You know what I mean? And like I said, I love to learn. So that's why I don't watch other content creators that's not teaching anything. Or, they repeat the same thing over and over. And you're not really teaching anything. You know what I mean? I'm not learning from you. Actually, I feel like I know more than you. Yeah. There was another guy that I watched recently, and he was saying that he was speaking about chakras also. Not Foster, not Foster. There's another guy. And he was speaking about there are 15 chakras. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Or is it 114? Check it out. I could be wrong. I haven't done the research, but I think sometimes in the past, I heard it's actually over 114 chakras. It's extended above the body and all the way down through, the planet. I was going to do a video last week, and my phone dead. This is a backup phone. I can go on the internet so I can record and post. But while I was away, because YouTube gave me a vacation, 2 weeks. While I was away, I was still recording. Now, I didn't back it up. It's on the phone. So, phone is dead. I can't make or receive calls unless it's over the internet. If you have Telegram or, we communicate some kind of way through Wi-Fi. I don't use WhatsApp anymore. Bullshit. You know. Maybe Facebook Messenger. Maybe Instagram. I still once in a while go on Instagram and Facebook, even though it's not as much. What else? Yeah. So let's get back. Excuse me. Let's get back to young Pharaoh's situation, right? We know who create and develop these platforms. So it, it is what it is. These platforms are agendas. It is. It is. Think about it. You think the same people who are in charge of these platforms, right, and the things they're trying to do, right? You don't think it's fishy that they have these platforms just for us to just have fun and speak the truth? No. They have these platforms for their agenda, and they allow who, is going with their agenda. You know what I mean? And this is how it is. This is how it is. So, a lot of you guys have your own websites and stuff like that. I'll definitely pop on, the website, check out the content that you're posting or whatever. Eventually, I might slowly get leave YouTube because it's like nowadays it's like watching TV, with a whole bunch of people telling you their agendas and shit. And it's getting to that point where it's more intense because uh, the censorship is the issue. If they weren't censoring people as much, and we could speak whatever we want to speak, then we would be okay. But because you're censoring us like this, I don't, I'm not a fan of YouTube anymore. Even though I still post videos, whatever. Don't get me wrong. I'm just mad that I had like 4 videos on this phone, and then the phone won't start. It's crazy. It's a new phone. Won't turn on. I didn't drop it. No, nothing. Hmm. Anyway, yeah. So while I was away, I switched to Taijutsu. And what I mean by Taijutsu, close hand combat. So I was literally hitting up people on on Facebook Messenger, friends, that watch my content, um, Instagram, and also people that are just in my phone book that I haven't spoken to in a while. So I started calling people, starting to check up on them, starting to hear their stories. And sometimes I have good advice, sometimes I don't have any advice, but I'll try to be sympathetic to whatever the information that they're putting across. Don't mind my red eyes. After I finish speaking to you guys, I'm gonna take a nap because I've been up reading. Yeah. So it is what it is. Oh, and the guy that spoke about chakras, 15 chakras. I respect that information. It's something that I also kind of knew. And you know here's my spin on it. All right, this is my spin. Since we're speaking about chakras, and it's more than 7 chakras, how about senses? Right. Now here's the thing about senses. They tell us we have 5 senses, our eyes, sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, right? What if I tell you we have 360 degrees of senses? Not just 5. This is the physical, or auric field, aka our aura. 360 degrees of senses that extended and reach out as far as your arms could stretch, which is roughly about 6. They're telling us, oh, social distancing. Why you think is that? Because you have a muzzle on your face. They're cutting the way you communicate verbally, right? So now what they want to do is make sure that you can feel and sense someone's auric field. So they say stay a certain distance. You know what I mean? You see what the social distancing is? Is also they're separating also the physical and what we can't see, and they're trying to tear it apart. Your love space, your bubble, social distancing. That's why sometimes people come too close to me and I say, "Hey, why are you in my bubble?" you know, because once we learn that it exists, we know about auras and stuff, but auras is also sensory. We sense things, we feel what's in our aura. So sometimes, some people will say, "Oh yeah, you have bad energy." You walk into a room and you sense bad energy. That's the auras. That's the sense. We have 360 degrees of senses, not just 5, as they tell us in school. They want us to just focus on the physical. But, you know, of course you already know this. I just felt like putting it out there, you know what I mean? And this is a conversation since I haven't been back on YouTube for a while. Just a conversation piece. I don't even know what I'm going to name this video, but I know what I want to speak about next. I'm just trying to put it together. You know what I mean? It's about spells. It's about casting spells. And no. I'm not teaching anybody how to cast spells or anything like that. It's just teaching us how to be aware of spell casting. You know what I mean? Be aware of it. Be cautious. Understand and know what it means. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What else I need to speak about? Ah, damn it. Why you do that? Huh? This one is pregnant. Look at the big belly. Ah. Go, stay in the ground. She does that all the time and catch me off guard. She just hop in my lap. She's the house cat that escaped, and now she have a big belly. And I think I see a baby daddy down the street. I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him. Anyway, I'm joking. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? Yes, I've been busy doing Taijutsu. You know, I'm healing face to face, sometimes just over the phone. You know, close hand combat. And you know, it's helping me also because I'm learning a lot of things. I'm learning a lot of things. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how the simplest of minds can teach you something or catch you off guard with it too. And then you're like, never looked at it like that. You know what I mean? That's why we live and we learn. We learn from people. You know? Don't ever feel like you know everything. You know? A wise man once said that, how you put it, the more you think you know is the more you realize you know nothing. And that's true. You know what I mean? So that is true. What else? Like, this video is just an intro video. I just wanted people to, you know, realize that I'm back. And you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is with these social medias and stuff like that. These is agendas. The whole system is agenda. The news that you watch, the fake news, agenda. Some movies that you watch, you know, and they push a lot of horror movies and all that stuff. Agendas. I mean, I used to love horror movies. I still watch horror movies, but it doesn't scare me anymore. I'm not scared. So I lost interest in watching it. My last favorite horror movie was Predator and Aliens. And yeah, that was my last real good horror movie. I did watch King Kong and versus Godzilla. I've seen that. It's pretty decent. You'd be surprised what you learn watching these things. You know what I mean? And what else? Yeah, basically. I know when I hang up from this YouTube speaking to you guys, something gonna pop in my head. I was like, damn it, I had so much to say. And now that I'm here recording, you know, and I'm not worried about the video being long. You know what I mean? I'm just having a conversation. I'm gathering my thoughts for my next video. about spells, you know, and to those who have been blocked and deleted and all that stuff, like there are ways of getting around things like this. You know, they could slow us down, but they can't stop us. And slowing us down only allows us to think more and adjust and come back even better. They don't realize they think this is the way they're thinking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut the head of the snake off and then the body will die. No, when you cut these head of the snake, especially the head, it grows five more. YouTube, think about this. It's gonna grow more heads. Now you have more heads to deal with. When you only had one, now you're gonna have five. Warning to you guys. They think they're so smart sometimes. You know what I mean? So, rest in power, DMX. I don't remember if I spoke about DMX. Rest in power. And there are some women channels that I watch too. Very interesting. You know, I'm showing my support for the women also that are doing this their YouTube channels. You know, whether it's just speaking your mind or providing information. You know, it's not a few. I mean, it's not a lot of people that in terms of females that I watch, but I try to keep it balanced too. So I try, if I see a woman, because this is the thing, we as men, we're especially whether you're spiritual or not, we're speaking on our point of view a lot of times. And then sometimes some of us have guests which are women on our channel, and we allow that fair exchange, but we need to understand each other. Like I said, yin and yang is a balance. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the balance. But anyway, like I said, I'll be back. Right? I'll be back later today. Oh, and shout out to Marvelous Fleming. He did a speech on acceptance. Right? And basically, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but basically what he was saying about acceptance is that we need to accept people for who they are. When people show you who they are, accept it. If someone show you they're a thief, they're going to steal from you. If the snake show you it's a snake, it's going to bite you. You understand? Acceptance. And this goes for women too. We get into relationship and we try to change the person. This is one thing that I've learned. You try to change you can't change them. They will have to change themselves. You can't change anybody. So therefore you gotta use discernment and acceptance. Accept that person for who that person is. Don't go in there thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to change this person, or you want them to conform to your ways when everyone is different. And everyone knows right from wrong. So if we operate from that perspective, we will do the right thing naturally. But a lot of us we're not thinking along those lines. We're thinking, oh yeah, and this goes for mostly women, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna change him, and he ain't this and he ain't that. You knew that before you got with him. Vice versa. If you know this girl is a Birkin bag girl, and this girl is a Gucci girl, and this girl clubs a lot, or anything like that, or anything. Don't think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna wife her up and then she's gonna stay home with you. She's gonna do what she do, unless she's willing to change. And people do change. Don't get me wrong, people do change. However, If they're not ready and they're not willing to change, accept them for who they are. Learn acceptance. Accept them. Okay? So, having said that, I think I might run off the video for now. And I'll be back.